There was a like before 14 seconds, but not a viewer, so I still can't count it. Sorry. Number one. Oh, wow. I just sent it to the group chat, too, Jeff. So I figured a fun little activity for me to do tonight is to find the so-called inappropriate cards in Jojo's juice here. I know some of them, but we're going to go through the cards and see what we're at Walmart currently. Okay. So I'm going to go through here and, sorry, Rays, you're going to have to scoot over some. I'm going to go through here and find the so-called inappropriate card. Rays, you're going to have to go off screen for a second. No subliminal advertising right now. We're gonna. I know some of the cards. I saw some of them on Amazon. So I'm gonna try and find those. That's what makes the game valuable. More than what? Wouldn't that be a bitch if the person I bought this from took the valuable cards out? Wouldn't that be a bitch? Oh, that's good shit. All right. All right. Well, that's not one. Have you ever eaten ice cream from the carton? What is something you do when no one is watching? What's your worst childhood nickname? What are these? Truth or dare? Oh, okay. There must be some good Walmart Wi-Fi, man. If you're able to watch me, um, on while in Walmart, man. Here I found one. Yeah, I found one of the naughty cards here. Either way, I have data too. Well, yeah, that's true. And what do you have? You have Verizon, right? T-Mobile. Oh yeah. That's not one. All right. Well, so far we found one of them. Found one thus far. Wow. According to this game, Jojo Siwa's never kissed a boy. That explains a lot. It's not going to be these. The truth or dare cards, I really. need to look at. Yeah, I need another spot. Put it right there. Yeah, danced on Broadway. Oh, there's farting in public, but I'm not going to count that because farts are funny. Mm, I don't know about that one. I don't. Would that really be appropriate for people? Okay, so here we go. Hey, babes, I haven't been in Walmart in 2 years. Delivery for the win. Wow. So here we go. Here's a question. So for the audience of Jojo Siwa, would this question be appropriate? Or like, okay, so the object of this question is to ask whether or not Jojo has done this. So the question is, has Jojo learned the art of twerking? Would that be an appropriate question for this game? I'm torn on that one because Jojo has been on Dance Moms and has learned different dancing, but twerking could be justified, like um, not justified. What's the word I'm looking for here? Objectified. That's the word I'm looking for here. Could be objectified. So would this be appropriate for this game? Should I add that to the naughty pile or no? Works for me. That works for you, as in it's appropriate or no? Because I'm torn. But, huh? Yeah, that's fine. So naughty pilot or no? Because my gut's telling me no. Like naughty pilot. Can you show me? All right, that's it. I'm putting it in the naughty pile. Stolen from a store. Cheated on a test. I'm gonna add those to the naughty pile. Hmm. Stalked a crush. Well, stalk could have. I'm only able to half listen. Stalk can mean different things in this day and age. So you know what? I'm not gonna put that in the naughty pile because it can have different meanings as they stalked, as in Facebook stalked and such like that. So I'm not gonna add that to the naughty pile. All right, I can't get that one. Okay. All right, bought designer sneakers. I think that's nice. Tried to show off in front of a boy. I think that's nice. That's nice. Facebook stalk or following behind a dear internet friend of yours in a Walmart. I mean, yeah, they both have different meanings these days, you know. So I'm not going to include that into the naughty list. Licked her own armpit. Apparently, Jojo Siwa has done that. All right, that kind of takes away some of the class that I've given it to her here. Okay, this is just who knows Jojo Siwa, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Oh, here we go. I got another judgment call. Pooped her pants in public? Would that be age appropriate for this game? Yeah, shit's funny. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna need a judgment call on that, but no, I don't think I do. Uh, Pretty sure these are just trivia questions at this point. Yeah. Yeah, these are just trivia questions. I can't wait until you get the blow a stranger. Yeah. They're not that bad, but some of them, like, you gotta understand, this game was made for, like, tween, like, you gotta think of her fan base. Her fan base is like fucking, like, 10, 11, 12, shit like that. And I understand that 10, 11, 12 year olds are like different this day and age. But still, some of these I read because, like, I was curious, like, what was so bad about the game. So I went on Amazon to see the reviews, and yeah, some of them I was just like, yeah, this is not age appropriate. I probably wouldn't want my kid playing this game. So here we go. Here's the. Oh yeah, there is one definitely. Okay, there is one. That's to the naughty list. Did you? Okay, that one's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Have you ever been arrested? Would that be age appropriate for this game? I'm gonna let it pass. I'm gonna let it pass on that. Ah, there's one. All right, that was one that was in the review. Oh yeah, that's one that was on there. There we go. All right, so the guy left the naughty card in here. All right. Uh, hmm. What about this one? Have you ever given a hand job? Is that bet? No, I'm kidding. Uh, Although I will say, whatever the coating they put on these cards, I like the coating. These feel nice. I like these. Kind of like a. It's really weird to describe them, but I really like the touch of these cards. I don't know about this. I'm gonna put it in the naughty list. It's good. That's Perfectly okay. And it's fine. Pissing shit is funny. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Puke is always funny. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Have you ever not paid your bill at a restaurant? Again, this is made for like tweens and shit. So like, who is it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, all right. I think we found all the naughty ones. I'm pretty sure. Well, there's not a lot of them, but I see why they pulled this game from shelves. I'm double checking here. This trivia. Uh, okay, yeah. All right, so we found the quote unquote what I believe to be naughty cards in the JoJo's Juice game here. Not that many of them. Some of which I resorted to the internet to um to find here. But yeah, uh, yeah. All right, all right, all right. So for the four people who are watching, I settled on learn the art of twerking is a naughty card for this game. Uh, cheated on a test for the sole purpose that this is made for tweens. We shouldn't be teaching kids to cheat on their test. Um, stolen from a store. We shouldn't be implicating the idea of stealing into children's heads. Have you ever peed in the shower? Um, have you ever stolen from the store? Again, shouldn't be implicating. Wait a minute, am I the same fucking thing? Yeah, there's two of them stolen from the store. Oh shit, stealing. Oh, okay. Have you ever walked in on someone naked or had someone walk in on you? Again, not really a question you should be asking. Um, have you ever taken money from someone's purse or wallet? And the main one that people were bitching about online, and that is, have you ever gone outside without underwear, a bathing suit? Those were the naughty questions we found in JoJo's Juice the game, and that's what makes this game so rare now. And mine is complete. So maybe one day, if I need a couple bucks, I'll slap a $50 price tag on this, sell this bitch. I thought they meant the one who sung "Leave, Get Out, Leave Right Now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late. Can't wait for you to be gone. And I know about her, and I wonder. Can't wait for you to treat me right. I think I know that song. May have heard it once or twice. Like I did a very basic. I don't think I even have it anymore. If I do, it's probably like on a hard drive somewhere. I did like a lip sync video to it. Well, like this is before I knew what editing and shit was. Like basically what came out of the camera is what you got and shit. But I did like a music video to that like way back in the day. Way back. I mean like probably circa 2005. Oh god. I don't think I even mentioned that in my movie. Destined to Fail lip sync battle journey. I don't even think I mentioned it there. About her, and I wonder how you get song. Damn, I don't want to listen to that. You can be gone. Get out. I would love to meet a lesbian couple that has the same first name. It'll be cute. How do we go from Jojo to that? Oh, oh look, it even has little Jojo bows and shit on here. Look at that. Oh, are they Velcro? Oh shit, there's like little Velcro and shit on here. Look at that shit. Hmm. This is why I'm not allowed to have money. And I proved that today when I bought a $55 autograph. I got that song stuck in my head, man. Get out, leave right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late, and I can't wait for you to be gone. I know about her. I wonder. Wait, she right. It's just a waste of time. Like this right here. This is another prime example of why I shouldn't be allowed to have money. I end up just buying stupid shit that I don't need. Being random. I was using the restroom today, and as I sat on the toilet, my balls were touching the water. I don't know if it's just the toilet or my balls are sagging. I woke up this morning wondering how many times I'd have to throw up in a baby's mouth to get it to cry. I came to the conclusion that the answer is probably one. You want to play this game? I can outplay you. I wonder if a girl could jerk off three people at once with a bowling ball. Fucking Brett's comment threw me off. The fuck did I come back into? Yeah, Josh wanted to be random. I was just trying to out random him. I spent $200 on two Echoes. Yeah, because Echoes suck. I can tell you from experience. Every time I try and ask that bitch a question, sorry, can't help you with that. Like there's a song by Stacey Orico I like called "So Simple," and every time I tell that bitch to play that song, I call it computer. Computer, play Stacey Orico. So simple. It does now playing. So simple by Alicia Keys. I'm like, good. Ah! Every fucking time. It never plays the Stacey Orico one. I think you can have money as a shit. You had $200 to spend. I wouldn't have spent it on Echoes. You could have spent that on Raise Energy, where you could have saved 15% by using my checkout code artist. Hey, Richard, what's up, man? Oh, Richard, guess what I spent $55 on today? There's a group on Facebook that sells wrestling memorabilia and autographs and shit like that. So a couple weeks ago, I spent $25 on a Carmella autograph, and it's a nice one too. It's fucking nice. Um, well, like I've been fucking getting on this guy about like, dude, when are you gonna get this wrestler? When are you gonna get this wrestler that I want? And I asked him today. I was like, "Do you have this wrestler?" And they were like, "Yeah, I actually do." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So I'll tell you who it is in a second. So he puts up the wrestler that I want, and it's auction style. So, and he's like, I'm going to start the bidding at 45. I was in. I was like, 45. If I can get this for 45, cool, dope. Somebody runs me up to 50. So I was like, fuck it, fine, go to 55. Then they run me up to 60. And I'll be honest, the picture that I'm bidding on is not even that good. It's not even in color. It's black and white, but it's autographed, you know? 60, I was like, fuck it. You know what? This person can have it. And I felt kind of bad because I was like, man, I've been on this guy about getting this wrestler and shit. I'm like, fuck, man, I feel like a dick for not, going higher. So he sells it to the other guy and shit. But then he pulled a curveball. He swerved me and shit. He was just like, but I have another one. I was like, oh shit. And this picture was way better. This motherfucker the same guy too comes in at 50. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. You wouldn't let me have it at 45? So I raised it to 55. And finally that guy's like, fuck it, you can have it. I was like, oh sweet. I got a fucking authentic certified autograph of Lacey Evans. Whenever I want to hear an echo, I just yell into my empty ass wallet. Cool, but I don't know that Do you watch the current product, Richard? Is that seriously Joe? Do you know 100% if that's Joe? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like fucking absolutely sure. And he was all cool in here the other night, this hobo grinder too, man. Or Hobbit grinder, whatever the fuck his name is, whatever. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, do you not watch the current WWE stuff, Richard? Do you just like the old stuff? How funny would it have been if Bobby Flay named his daughter Sue? How funny would it have been if Bobby Flay just offed himself? No, I hate current WWE. Oh, okay, that's why I'm like, how the fuck do you not know who Lacey Evans is? Like, that's why I was just like mystified. That's why I will admit some of the current product I just look at, I'm just like, why? You know. But every now and then there's some fucking there's some good stuff in there. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Every now and then I'll get hyped for something. Like I was actually hyped for the women's tag team title match that happened Wednesday. I was hyped for that match. I was kind of disappointed about how it ended, but no crowds, no atmosphere. Yeah, like I will say the no crowds thing was killing it for me. Like I used to actually tape Dynamite and NXT on Wednesdays, and when I got off of work, I'd come home and watch them. That was like my Wednesday ritual and shit. But then the no crowds thing was killing it for me. And then like when the pandemic first started, Raw, man, it was just like, okay, here's a promo from Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, okay, and then they okay, we're gonna show you the 2020 Royal Rumble, and I'm thinking they're gonna show like some highlights from the 2020 Royal Rumble. No, they showed the whole fucking 2020 Royal Rumble, and I'm like, what? And then it's like, okay, here's a match with, just for example's sake, Cedric Alexander and fucking Ricochet. And it's like a 5 minute match. They fired Eric. What? Eric from Viking Raiders? Eric? No, Bischoff. Oh, well, shit, he wasn't doing anything. Fuck. And then after that 5 minute match on Raw, they'd go into like, all right, let's show you a match from last year. And then they show us a whole nother match. Like that was the first few fucking months of pandemic Raw, and I couldn't handle that. They just kept showing me old fucking matches, and I couldn't fucking. If I wanted to watch old matches, I'd go watch the network. That I couldn't fucking get over it. I stopped watching when Andre the Giant quit to be a quiet farmer in North Carolina. I think he could have turned SmackDown around. He didn't watch the product, dude. Dude, they were joking about him being in catering all the time, man. Heyman is the one that was turning shit around. All these people were getting pushes and shit like that, you know. Hey, Google moderator, suck my hair nuts. Stop stop censoring me, fucking YouTube. He was the one that was giving people like pushes and shit, you know, fucking Murphy and Black. And every time Murphy starts getting ahead, and I like Murphy, I didn't think Murphy was going to be good as a single star. And then he came to 205 Live, and I was like, holy shit, this guy can go. Then they moved him to fucking Raw. I mean, SmackDown. And they did shit with him until that whole, you know, who knocked over the boxes on Roman Reigns storyline. And the only reason he got in that storyline is because fucking people saw him in the background. He wasn't even supposed to be there. Then they moved him to Raw. And they were doing dick with him there until they had that series of matches with fucking Aleister Black. Then they did nothing with him again. Then they put him with Rollins. You know? Every time it just looks like Murphy's going to get ahead, they just fucking pull the rug out from under him. Cedric Alexander was getting a push. His push got pulled for a while. He got back on a roll. Humberto Carrillo, that was another cat I didn't like for a while. I didn't like him on 205 Live. I just didn't get him. And then he had that great match with fucking Seth Rollins, and I was like, wow. You know, wow, this kid can go too. Like, Heyman was turning shit around on Raw. You know, but to me, wrestling is dead. That's why I love my DVDs. I don't think it's dead. Do a showcase. It's, I still have my wrestling DVDs, some of them. They're in a box somewhere. I even have one that's hard to find. The Chris Benoit Hard Knocks DVD. Hard Knocks, the Chris Benoit story, whatever the fuck it's called. I still have that one. That one's not easy to come by. Unless you're willing to pay a pretty penny. I have WrestleMania 20. Let's see, but yeah, I got WrestleMania 20, 21, and 22 and 23. Do I have 24? No, I don't have 24. What? Do I have 24? No, I don't think I have 24. If I do, I don't remember. I don't think I do, though. Like, I have the Legacy of the Four Horsemen, um, the Legacy of the AWA. That's a great one. That one slept on. The Legacy of the AWA one is great. That match isn't obvious on the HBK Mr. WrestleMania. Oh yeah, yeah. Which I think is a travesty, but whatever. I've mentioned my opinions on Benoit before. Like I've said before, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Like I'm not justifying anything that he did, you know, or even supposedly did, because like fuck, I mean, you know, whatever. I'm not saying that he didn't do it, and I'm not saying that he did do it. All I'm saying is that we don't 100% know. But you know, if he did do it, hey, that sucks. You know, those two people did not deserve it. Nancy and Daniel did not deserve it. But you can't write a book of technical wrestling without the name Chris Benoit. Period. Period. So omitting that name, I just think, you know, yes, what he did was horrible. What he did was horrible. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and fucking deny that. Like, well, no, I mean, you know, it was okay that he killed his wife and kid. You know that no, it wasn't. You know, but you know, omitting you can't take away what he did in the ring just because he ended up being a bad person on the outside. You know, that's like saying like, oh man, that dude's a great baker, man. but he killed somebody, so he's a terrible baker. Well, just because you killed somebody doesn't mean you're a terrible baker. Yeah, you killed somebody, but that doesn't mean like you're still a terrible baker now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he killed somebody, but that doesn't mean he's a terrible wrestler now. Maybe a terrible person, but not a terrible wrestler. Like, does this make any sense? His technical murdering skills is unmatched. Anyway, like I was saying, I have the Legacy of the Four Horsemen DVD, the Legacy of the AWA DVD, which is one that is slept on. That's a great DVD if you've never seen it. The Legacy of the AWA. I didn't think I would like that one going in. Um, the Triumph and Tragedy of a world class championship wrestling, WCCW. Oh, that's a good one too. I pooped today. Brendan, I ended up spending $55 with your boy today. Yep. I ended up buying the Lacey Evans for $55. I got outbid on one of them, but then he put up a second one, and I ended up getting that one, which is kind of good because the first one was honestly garbage. It was black and white and shit, and I really didn't want it. But then the second one he put up, I was like, oh shit, I like this one better anyway, man. So yeah, it kind of worked out in the end. Monday Night Wars, my favorite WWE doc DVD. Which one? The original one, where it's like Bischoff and McMahon on the cover, or like the series that they did on a network? That one, yeah. Okay, I gave you two options. That doesn't saying that one does not help me. Really, the Vince and Eric one, dude, you got to see the series, man. You got to see the series, man, because it goes way more in depth in that fucking DVD. I think you should. Someone who does horrific acts can't be glorified. To acknowledge him and his career would be, I think, they need to be erased from history, except for their horrible actions. I, I, I disagree. I mean, look at all right. Look, this is going to be a different example. All right, hold on. We're back on the Benoit thing here. Okay, so this is going to be a different example. But let's use Philip Seymour Hoffman as the example. Okay, Philip Seymour Hoffman overdosed somewhere. I don't know where, but he overdosed somewhere with heroin. Okay, he overdosed somewhere with fucking heroin. Was that the first autograph you got from? No, I also bought a Carmelo from him a couple weeks ago. But Philip Seymour Hoffman overdosed somewhere with heroin. Heroin is, looked down upon as a horrible fucking drug, one of the worst drugs you could possibly fucking do. And this dude OD'd on, not only did he OD on fucking heroin, but they found like tons of fucking heroin wherever they found it. I think, I want to say they found them in a hotel, but don't quote me on that. Okay. But you still go back and you watch Philip Seymour Hoffman movies and you're like, God damn, he was a good actor. Sucks that he fucking OD'd on heroin, but fuck, man, he was fucking good in Capote, or fuck, he was good in fucking what is it, fucking Hunger Games. He was good in that. You know, I mean, like you're not glorifying heroin, then, are you? He killed himself, not innocent people. Fair enough, but still, when you look at Chris Benoit in a match from WrestleMania 20, and you see him holding up the fucking world title after like an 18-year journey beforehand, he's not holding up the world title of murder. You know, yeah, you can call me Will. Yeah, Will, artist, either one. He's not holding up the world title of murder. You know, he's holding up the world title of fucking WWE. You know, it, yes, he killed somebody later on in life. He killed two people, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? But I think to just completely erase that moment, I think is a bullshit move. He beat DX, the bastard. He not only like won the world title, but it was like one of the best WrestleMania 20, matches, WrestleMania fucking main events out there. You know, you have to agree to disagree. I mean, like, he's not holding up the world title of fucking murder. You know, like again, okay, Philip Seymour Hoffman, using Philip Seymour Hoffman again. You're like, goddamn, he played that part well. But you're not like, oh fuck, man, like fucking heroin. You know, but Chris Benoit played that part well. You know, the did you ever know or meet anyone that killed anyone before? Yes. Yes, I have. He's actually lived in my house. And shortly after he lived in my house, I think about a couple months later, he went off and killed somebody. Reminds me of the Jeepers Creepers thing. Did you ever find out why? The story goes apparently he broke into some guy's house. He broke into a paraplegic's house or a quadriplegic. It was either quadra or para. The dude was in a wheelchair. He broke in to steal from him and he stabbed him in the back 30, 30 some odd times. I don't know the exact number, but it was 30 some odd times and killed him just to steal money from him. And that was after he was at our house because he was dating my sister for a while. Not the one that lives with me. Hell no. But he was dating my sister, and he and one of his friends were staying with us, and there's a whole story that goes with that, and yeah, there was some shit that happened, you know, a whole bunch of shit. Stole from us, uh, drugs, fucking bunch of shit. Why does the effing cap always lock crap on me but perfect on you? 30 times? Wasn't three adequate? He was releasing rage on, and then on top of all, stole your drugs. No, he actually here. I'll give you this part of the story. So he was staying like what happened? Okay, here, fuck it. I'll just tell you guys this fucking story. So what happened was my mom went out of town. And my mom, it was me, my sister that lives with me now, and my other sister that I can't fucking stand. We were all staying with my mom at the time and shit. So buckle in. This is a long story. Wet, how's the weight going? Any bit of it. So buckle up. This is a long story. So she was going to St. Louis to see my grandmother. And she was like, okay, you guys, fucking do this, do that. And she told my middle sister, which is the one I can't stand, she was like, I don't want you to have nobody over, and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. And then she pulled me and my other sister aside and said, if she has anybody over, you call me right away. And we said, okay. So she goes to the airport and shit. I was at school that day. I come home. No shit. My mom's at like fucking probably isn't even on the plane yet. All right. And my sister has her boyfriend's fucking friend, and his friend's fiance in the fucking house. So I told my sister, I was like, you have 1 hour before I call. So I figured whatever they could fucking get done and get it done in an hour. And I was like, you have 1 hour to get them out before I call. So, and she was like, no, wait. They're only going to stay the night and then they're leaving tomorrow. Meanwhile, my mom's going to be gone like 5 days. Right? Keep that in mind. So I was like, just for tonight, you know? And they're like, yeah, just for tonight, just for tonight. And I was like, I don't know why I was doing this. I didn't have anything as a kid. And I was like, okay, fine, tonight. So everything was pretty uneventful for this first night. All right. So the next day comes and it's getting pretty late in the fucking day because I think the next day was like a Saturday or some shit because I was at school Fridays. So the next day was like a Saturday. It's getting pretty late in the day here. I'm like, all right, shouldn't you guys be hitting the dusty trail here and shit? And that's what I'm thinking in my head. Hey, conspiracy, what's going on, man? I'm telling the story about how I knew a murderer. So buckle in tight here. It's a long one. So next day I'm like, shouldn't you guys be moseying along here? So I go to my sister and I was just like, hey, you gotta get them out of here before. Hey, Dinah, what's going on? So I was like, hey, you gotta get them out of here, man. I'm gonna call mom and let her know that you fucking got people over, and so I'm gonna go ahead and go call. And she was like, hey, what do you want to do? What do you feel like doing tomorrow? I was like, what do you mean? What do I feel like doing tomorrow? And she was like, I mean, like, what do you feel like doing? Like, what do you want to do? I was like, I wouldn't mind bowling. And she was like, okay, cool, I'll take you bowling. I was like, okay, I'm still here listening. All right. I was like, that's fine, but hey, they gotta go. And she was like, what do you want to do the day after? What do you want to do? I was like, there's a movie I want to go see. She said, I'll take you to the movies that night. I was like, yeah, but she was like, I gotta go. And I'm like, I was like, oh fuck, she's bribing me. So I let it go. Because I was like, all right, she's gonna take me bowling to the movies. Fine, fuck it. Let it roll. Spoiler alert, she never did those. I just want to let you know right now. She never took me bowling, never took me to the movies. You know? Now, we're like on uh, we're like on fucking day 3 and shit. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Hey, well, so I misunderstood you earlier. So I thought you bought 2 pieces from me today and paid shipping on the first one, which is why I said you don't have to send shipping again. But yeah, you need to send shipping again because this is now a fresh batch. Because I did send your Carmel out, so that's already been shipped. If that wasn't shipped yet, I would have shipped it with the Carmella, and then you wouldn't have to pay. So yeah, feel free to send over $8 for shipping this week. If you plan on buying tomorrow, you'll be free shipping tomorrow. Yeah, I'll leave that at the $8. So I appreciate you asking. I just misunderstood when I first answered you. So, but yeah, so you should get your Carmella soon as well. But thanks again, man. Appreciate it.
So now like we're running out of food in the house. We haven't gone grocery shopping and shit yet. So do I have Venmo on here? Yeah. So I'm like, hey man, we need to go to the grocery store and shit. So my sister smartens up and she's like, okay, yeah. So we go to the grocery store and we get like our shit that we want. The story does deserve its own bid. Well, you're getting it tonight for free. Feel free to, hit the Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App in the description. Um, and I gotta pay something real quick. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, there we go. So we get to the store. My sister goes to write a check. Check doesn't clear. So she asked the person, like, hey, can you run the check again? My mom should have just put money in there. Phone booth or 7. Um, I told you this is a long story. Buckle up, man. Um, So she runs the check again, doesn't clear. So now we don't have groceries. And that's going to lead into something very interesting later. So she was like, don't worry, I'll get us something later. Don't worry, and shit like that. So now Monday comes around. I go back to school. Hey, my bad. You're good. So I come home from school, and for some reason, I don't know what possessed me to do it, knowing there was nothing in there. But I opened the fridge, and there's food. I opened the freezer, boom, man, there's fucking pizza rolls and fucking bagel bites and fucking, oh man, all this shit, right? Now, like I said, my sister's boyfriend and her friend and his friend was there too. The friend's name was named Carlos. Strangely, a black man, not a Hispanic, like you would normally think a Carlos would be. So Carlos yells out, "Man, that's our food." I'm thinking he's fucking with me, you know? And I was just like, fucking. So I grab a bag of pizza rolls out, man. Like, fuck yeah, man, pizza rolls and shit. Fucking hey, man. I go to open the pizza rolls, man. He snags these fucking pizza rolls out of my hand. He was like, I told you those are for us. And I was like, oh, he's fucking for real. Like, all this fucking food in the fridge is for them. So I was like, great. Me and my sister, like, we get fucking nothing. I was like, oh, fucking, okay, awesome. Great. Fantastic. You know? So that night, yeah, happy early birthday, Diana. Um, so that night, um, they're going to Virginia because Virginia was like a 3 hour drive for us. So that night they're going for Virginia, and they're like, "You want to ride with us?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "We're gonna stop at Burger King." I'm like, "Yeah." So because fuck, the only way I could eat, you know. So I ride with them and shit. And plus, they're also like, "Hey, we're gonna stop at Blockbuster. You can rent something." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." That's how I ended up playing WCW versus NWO Revenge for the first time. Fun fact. Um, so I ended up going to Virginia. The fun fact is they're going to Virginia to cash fake checks. Turns out the fake checks were my mom's checks. Um, so ended up getting something to eat there. They did rent that game and shit for me. All that shit. So the next day is when shit takes a turn, man. Shit fucking takes a turn, man. We're in the kitchen and he had this big fucking mug, like one of those like refillable mugs that you would get at a gas station, like one of those huge fucking mugs and shit. And like, I honestly can't tell you the fucking argument that built up to this moment, but like we were yelling at each other about something. Now, mind you, I'm like fucking 12 at this time, and Carlos is like in his fucking 20s, you know? So literally, I'm literally like a kid, you know? So we're yelling about something, and all of a sudden, like on the counter, like you'd have to see the house to really fucking get it, but like here's me standing in a doorway, there's the back door, and here's a counter. And he's standing by the counter, paring knife or some shit, like a steak knife or some shit. So like we get into this like heated fucking argument, and out of nowhere, he's holding this fucking mug of fucking iced tea in one hand. All right. And then he fucking picks up the fucking knife and he's holding it to me, like threatening me with it. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? You know, the only thing I could do, man, like I fucking swipe my hand and the tea in his other hand just goes fucking everywhere. Because like I didn't know what the fuck to do, man. Fucking knife held to me. I don't know what the fuck to do. You know, this dude could stab me for all I fucking know. So I guess this dude like realized like, oh fuck, he's a fucking kid because he put the knife down when I swiped the fucking drink out of his hand. Then it escalates again later because like all four of them were staying in my sister's room at the time, which was I guess, weird at the time. Because again, I can't tell you what the fuck we were arguing about. I can't tell you what this argument was about. But like later on, like I threw a drink in his face. Uh, please stop, Brett. I threw like a glass of water in his face, and like he threw one back at me and shit. And then like I went to jump on him, and like he threw me onto the bed and shit. It was good. It was getting rough and shit. So by now, my sister's gotten smart to this fucking idea. Like she knows shit's getting real, and like she's taken all the phones in the fucking house and put them in her room. So now me and my other sister, we can't get to the phones to call mom because now, I mean, she knows the whistle's gonna get blown at this point. Okay. So now it's to the point where like it's like a fucking movie scene at this point. Like at one point, I'm sitting in my fucking living room. It's like between dawn and night and shit, not dusk and night and shit. I'm sitting in my living room on the recliner. The lights are off. There's like a fucking the sun's going down outside. And I'm just sitting in the living room like I don't know what the fuck to do. You know, like I've had a knife pulled on me. I don't I I don't know what else to fucking do. You know? I'm trying to go to bed at night. They're playing music as loud as humanly fucking possible. I have school the next day and shit. I'm just like, I don't know what else to do. So one night, my sister was like, "Hey, can we play your Nintendo 64?" Now, mind you, this is like, it honestly had to be like a year after the 64 came out, so it's still relatively brand new, you know. And I was just like, yeah, they're like, yeah, but can we hook it up in my room and shit because we want to play while you go to bed? I was like, yeah, fine, whatever, you know. So they take it, they go play and shit like that, you know. And I had like a fuck ton of games, and this is when the games were still like 60, 70, $80 a pop back when they came out. And I had like fucking GoldenEye, I had fucking Mario, I even had like some of the shittier games like Wheel of Fortune, which don't hate on Wheel of Fortune 64. That's a badass game. You know, some other ones and shit. Mario Kart. Fuck. So anyway, finally shit, you know, like I'm fucking done with them. I know they're not gonna leave until it's time for them to leave and shit. All right. So anyway, I get picked up from school. My mom's home and shit, you know. So I'm just like, all right, I guess I just have to go along with the lie and shit, you know, whatever. I can see why. Oh God, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Why I fucking hate her. There is so much more to why I fucking can't stand her. Oh my God. Um. So I get in the car. My mom says, "So how was school?" I was like, "Fine." You know, my other sister's there, and the sister I hate's in the front seat. And my mom says, "So did anybody come over while I was gone?" So I was like, "All right." Now, one person was allowed over. Our friend named Shannon. So I was like, "Yeah, Shannon came over." Oh, it was around New Year's. You know, so I was like, yeah, Shannon came over for New Year's night, but she only stayed for like a couple hours. We ordered pizza. That was about it. And that part was true. So it wasn't like I was fucking lying. I was like, yeah, Shannon came over for New Year's. We ordered pizza for a bit, and that was about it. She looked at my sister and was just like, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, and my sister was just like, she knows. And I was just like, oh, great. You know? So my mom just fucking goes off on her, screaming at her, blah, 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 and shit. We get to the house that night. Here's the PS to the fucking story. Get to the house that night. I'm chilling in my room. And the Nintendo 64 is still hooked up in my sister's room. So my sister's like, hey, can you bring me Mario Kart? And I was just like, yeah, hold on. So I go to my, like, you know, where I usually keep my games in my room. And I'm like, where the hell is Mario Kart? And then it dawned on me. I was just like, oh, fuck. Y'all took the games because y'all took the 64 into the room, man. So I walk into her room and I see her like on the bed, like kind of like this, you know? And I looked at her and I was just like, y'all have the games. Y'all wanted the 64 in here, so y'all took all the games. And then she kind of just like her eyes went like kind of like a realization, and then I had the realization. And I was just like, oh. And she just kind of gave me this look like, please don't tell mom. I was just like, no, mom. And she was like, what? I was like, Ginger's fucking, no, I didn't say fuck at the time, but I was like, Ginger's boyfriend stole all my Nintendo 64 games. And when I say all of them, I mean all of them. I mean, like, even like the shitty ones, like Wave Race 64, 1080 snowboarding, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Wheel of Fortune, fucking Cruising USA. I mean, every single game I fucking had, they stole from me. And like, if ever there was a time that I probably could have killed my sister and got away with it, it was probably right then and there. Not only did they steal that, but they stole my mom's checks. They stole some jewelry. They stole a fucking camera that was, expensive at the time. They stole a bunch of shit from us. They stole a bunch of shit. And then come to find out a couple months later, that dude broke into a paraplegic's house, stabbed the guy in the back 30 some odd times, went to jail, was gonna get the death penalty, and then he hung himself in his jail cell. What's your sis doing hanging out with trash? Because she is trash. Trash hangs out with trash. So all that to answer Brendan's question of yes, I do know somebody who has killed someone. Plus, I know somebody who has been murdered. But I told that story a couple lives ago. I was your mom, I would have thrown her out. She came close. She came really damn close to doing that. And the PSS story, the cops had to get involved, and the cops went to like all the local pawn shops to see if they could find the game, see if they were like, oh, okay. So they went to all the pawn shops and asked them like, hey, do you have any stolen games turned in? And I ended up with two games that fucking I didn't even fucking own. They came back and said, here's some games. And I ended up with Super Mario, some football game. Oh, okay. So I ended up with three games that weren't mine because I ended up with Super Mario, a football game, Yoshi's Story, and Zelda Ocarina of Time. I thought I ended up with Zelda Ocarina of Time. I know someone that's been murdered too. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, so shit. I actually knew somebody who was murdered long before I knew Liz. Oh fuck. I don't know about Black Carlos. I don't know whatever happened to him. But my sister's boyfriend that murdered somebody is dead. Amazing story. Well, thank you. Hey, Venmo, PayPal, Cash up in the description if you like what you heard. These stories ain't cheap, Well, they kind of are. And what did Diana say? I got $200 from my dad from my birthday money today. Oh shit. Man, I need to call Diana's dad. Diana's dad is always giving out fucking high amounts of money. I need to call her dad, man. I'm like, hey, you don't know me, man, but can I get some money? Who is this? I'm a friend of your daughter's. I like how y'all just named him Black Carlos. Like, but okay, Black Carlos died of dehydration after you knocked the sweet tea out of his hand. Dude, that's all I knew to fucking do in that situation. Like, I don't know. This pisses me off. Some girls pick wrong creeps. This is why I wouldn't want a daughter. I will say, me and baby mama have not seen eye to eye on shit like that on a lot of things. But I will say, I think she is doing a good job with the kid. You know, I will say that if I ever thought she was doing anything wrong parenting with the kid, I would step up and say something. Hell, I've threatened it a couple times. You know, I've told her, I was like, if I ever think you're doing anything wrong with the kid, I will fucking step in. You know, but you know, I may not agree with her, you know, with how she left me and all this shit like that. But I will say she was good to the kid, and that's all that really pretty much matters. You know, if I ever feel like she's doing anything to endanger the kid, you know, I'll have to step in and do something. But you know, there's been situations that have arrived that I can't go into here, but there have been situations that have arisen that she has handled with you know with the I guess class that is needed to handle those situations, and she's handled them very well. I gotta hand it to her. I just wish she could have fucking been like that when we were together, you know. But you know, so hopefully I'm confident that you know our kiddo is not going to end up you know like some of the trash out there. Heyday Pam Anderson or Heyday Monroe Anderson. The only thing that she does that like I don't necessarily agree with is that she started taking the kid to church like at such a young age. That I don't necessarily agree with. I think she should have waited till the kid was old enough to really understand religion and then let her pick a religion if she wanted to pick a religion. But you know, she asked me. She was like, "Can I start taking the kid to church?" Which I thought was very respectable of her, and I told her, "Yeah, go ahead." I hate to go that. I will never look up at the deep web from your book. I will never. Oh, you actually read that story, huh? Do you keep? No, not really. I could really give a rat's ass. I've said it once. I've said it again. If my sister or mom came down these stairs right now and said, "Hey, your sister," you know, I won't even say her name. Your sister in Virginia died. I'm like, that's cool. Are we having tacos for dinner? Or like what? What are we doing? I could really care less. It's not even just that. That story is just that story is like a fucking dark web. It's just like that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, not to mention the fuck. Is she a redhead? I mean, no, she's not a redhead per se. I mean, she's dyed her hair red before. Best tech wrestler, Brett or Owen? Brett. Me. And like every now and then I hear about her and her fucking like, you know, 17 kids from my mom, but like I really just and like then she tells me stuff about her and then like my mom is so shocked, like, oh my God. And I'm just like, are you really surprised at this point? Like, really? She didn't really have 17 kids, she has six. But I will here's a funny story um about her. Um when she found out that I was having a kid, she found out through I have a half sister. For those of you who don't know, I have two full sisters. Their middle name Vitus. Oh shit! Did I just say her name? Oh fuck! Oops. Um, that's funny that you said Vitus. I must have said her name and I didn't realize. Did I say Ginger? Did I say that? Yeah. Um, did you ever talk to her kids? Try to be their uncle? I tried to be the uncle one time because two of them went and stayed with us for about a month one time when we lived in Houston, and I tried, but Oh, earlier did I? Oh shit. Um. So here's a funny story. Like I was saying. So like I said, I have two half sisters. One of which I never met. I have a half sister, Leanne. Which the last I heard, she was in a mental asylum, which that explains a lot about me. But that was like fucking, oh god, maybe eons ago. I don't even know if she's still in one, but it would answer a lot of questions. And plus, I have my half sister Angie who lives in Illinois, and for a short time, she lived like literally right up the street from me. So, and which was great because like if I asked Angie for anything, more than likely I could get it because she saw how I treated Ginger, and she didn't want to end up like that. She didn't want me to shun her like I did Ginger and shit. So anyway, apparently Angie told her like, hey, he's having a baby and shit. And Ginger told her like, what? What do you mean he's having a baby? He hates kids because there was a time where I could not stand kids. You know, if I heard your baby crying in like a fucking Walmart or something, I'm like, please take him outside or burn him with a fucking lit cigarette. One of the two. Like that's how much I hated kids and shit. Um, so so apparently she's telling my sister Jenny, like, yeah, he's gonna have a baby and stuff like that. And she's like, why? He hates kids. And like my half sister Angie has two kids of her own, and she was just like, what are you talking about? He hates kids. And my sister has six of them. Ginger has six of them, and she's like, well, he hates kids. And Angie was just like, no, my kids love him. They love Uncle Will. Like, what are you talking about? They're always happy to see Uncle Will when he comes over and shit like that. She hung up the fucking phone. My sister was so mad about that statement that she hung up the phone. I was never more fucking happy when I heard that statement. Never more happy when I heard that. You need a podcast. You're great at talking and telling stories. Let me one hire him to do commentary on your movies. Oh, I did do a commentary on Out and About one the movie, and I got a lot of shit for it. So we were thinking about doing commentary on the second one, but there just wasn't enough time to put that feature on the second one. Undertaker or Goldberg? Oh, Taker for the sole fact that he had that great match with Jeff Hardy. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. Oh, and Josh, if they're still up, I think they're still up, but I did do some commentaries on his Night Owls movies back in the day. Hey, we're about to be at my house to take some things. To take some things. So I'll talk to you. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Jack. See you later. Brett. I swear, if I knew Brett in person, I would just have to keep like a spray bottle nearby. I'm just can't help but notice that PayPal and Venmo and shit are still empty. I'm just Thought I was giving you guys quality entertainment. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. I'll look for them. Night out. Yeah, I did commentary on 4 and 5. Never get me wet or fear me. Well, yeah, God, because one of you is enough. Can't have you fucking multiplying and shit. So, who in here watches disc golf? Anybody? No? Just me? You ever wondered when After Midnight ends? It's 5 a.m., isn't it? It's 5 or 6 a.m., one of those two. Gremlins or the Goonies? No, it means the Goonies. Hey, you guys! Chunk! That's Captain Chunk. And Captain Chunk says, let's get the hell out of here. I prefer Gremlins too to Gremlins. Friday the 13th quiz tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be at work. Sorry. I prefer Gremlins. Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Gremlins 2 or go to hell. They are rebooting Gremlins with all female Gremlins of color. I wouldn't put it past them to do that, even if that were true. I'm sorry, but people fucking flip their shit over that fucking female Ghostbusters movie, and I'm sorry, I just don't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. There's always them. I always see them fucking articles that are just like, here's why the female Ghostbusters failed. I'm like, it's simple. People did not give it a chance. It's that simple. That's why it failed. People did not want to give it a chance. I liked it. I mean, was it as good as the originals? No, it was sure as hell better than Ghostbusters 2. It lost money. I mean, yeah, it lost money, but it was sure as hell better than Ghostbusters 2. Complete trash. Your opinion sucks. Your mama sucks. Gold Rush, I'm still waiting for this thing that's been back ordered for like 4 months now. So you know what? You suck. It's gone from, oh, the other thing will be there this Monday to fucking, I still haven't seen a damn thing. Screw it. I'm going to hang my picture frames up using Velcro. Try to put, tired of putting holes in them. I told you they're just canceled. I have to reorder from someone else. You never told me it was canceled. You lying bastard. It had a handful of funny parts, but overall, meh. Jason Reitman has already made the real Ghostbusters 3. Maybe I meant to tell you and forgot. Yeah, you never told me shit about it being canceled. Well, then maybe you should get on that. Why don't you go ahead and order it now? We'll wait. Reitman has taken so much shit ignored in 2016. I mean, going back to what Brett said, it had a handful of funny moments, but overall, I like the chick who made the new Ghost gadgets. Like, I like the Ghost handgun they made. I call it the Ghost handgun. I don't know what they really called it in the movie. I like that. You know, I will say one of the negatives I didn't like about the fucking female Ghostbusters, but they basically just did a role reversal of, like, in fucking the original Ghostbusters, it was 4 men and a female secretary. In this one, it was 4 women and a male secretary who was fucking retarded. That I didn't like. I was just like, I mean, you could have had shading, you could have had that fucking guy in there, but you didn't have to fucking make him retarded. Channing Tatum, that's his name. You didn't have to make him retarded, you know. I think you could have fucking put somewhat of a brain in him. That I was just like, really? Did you have to make him that stupid? You know? Um, but overall, I liked all the little cameos. Cameos from all the surviving members. Bill Murray finally got to die in a fucking Ghostbusters movie, which he's been wanting to do that for like fucking years. Um, I think it had more good going for it than bad. It wasn't Tatum. Really? I thought it was. Yeah, it was. Wasn't it Channing Tatum? Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Well, fucking him. Whatever. They didn't have to make him retarded, is my point. Whoever the fuck it was. Liam Hemsworth. That's his name. Liam Hemsworth. You know, I just think the good actually outweighed the bad in that one. You know, I thought the jokes that were in there, I thought they hit. You know, the nice Slimer cameo was cool. The one joke that I really didn't like was Dan Aykroyd's fucking, I ain't afraid of no ghost, like wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like fucking stop. You know, I just think most people were just like, fuck it, I don't want to give it a chance. I'm not going to. You know, I dug it for what it was. Was it better than the original? No. Like, was it better than the original fucking Ghostbusters? Hell no. You know, but say goodnight to a loved one forever, or never say goodnight again. I guess never say goodnight again. I guess, but I stand by my statement. It was better than Ghostbusters too. I, for one, am super woke and love it. I refuse to watch the female version of Ghostbusters. And that's why the movie didn't succeed because of people like you, Josh. I don't know if this was a black thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell. That line still cracks me up, man. Didn't even make marketing calls. Say that's a shame. You know, Ghostbusters should have worked because who better to throw a boxer? I'll watch it if they did an orgy, except for the black one. Well, yeah, that's in there. It's at the end, but it's in there. And that was another thing. They even set up. They had an awesome setup for a sequel, man. Like they had that awesome fucking setup for a sequel. Hey guys, what's Zool? I was like, no, oh, when she said that, I was like, no, fuck, no. Oh, I've had a shit ton of people raging at me about the Friday the 13th series. Why? Sorry, that was a really late response. Money they made, etc. I was gonna say every single one made money except for no, they all made money except for 10, didn't it? All of them made money except for Jason X, right? If I'm not mistaken, all of them made their money back except for Jason X. I could be wrong on that. Is the Friday the 13th remake any good? I bought it at the Dollar Tree, but haven't watched it. What else did you find at the Dollar Tree, Josh? It's okay, worth a watch. No, it didn't. Don't listen to him. The Friday the 13th remake was basically somebody saying, hey, you know the first four movies of Friday the 13th? Yeah, let's remake all of them. Some that I haven't heard of before. Like Trailer Park Shark. I got a Lacey Evans signature from the Dollar Tree. You wish. You will not talk about my angel. I know it's true. I've watched it, and it's horrid. No? Oh, okay. I saw somebody post in a DVD group this picture. So I was like, wait a minute, is this Josh? Because he said he found them at the Dollar Tree. So I was like, what the fuck, is this Josh? Is it Josh using a different name on Facebook? That's all I was like, did you find Trailer Park Shark? 1 through 4. I know, and thanks to that movie Rings, the third Ring movie, the next Friday the 13th was supposed to be a found footage movie, which I was like fucking jazzed about. I was like, oh, that's gonna be dope, man. But because Rings failed, they said, fuck it, we're not making it. I was like, damn it. I'd even rebuy Jason 2019. No shit. I tried fucking 4 times, I think, to watch that fucking movie to get it. And I just can't. I can't do it. Yeah, crappy rumor. No, not crappy rumor, man. I wanted to see that shit, man. Yeah, fucking Friday the 13th um as a fucking found footage movie. Oh my god, that would be so dope. I found a movie with Christina Ricci I haven't watched it yet. What do you think about Alexa's theme song? The new one? Nah, whatever. I was looking forward to it. I was like, Friday the 13th is found footage fucking right now. It's BS, man, trust me. I mean, they canceled it. They canceled it because Rings did a terrible job. Once Rings bombed at the box office, they canceled it. And then the rights issue came up. And then LeBron James is like, I'm still going to make a Friday the 13th movie. Then that never, which everybody was just like, how are you going to make it with all the rights in fucking limbo here? You know? Diana, can you tell your dad when my birthday is? I know, right? Shit. Mine's next month. Can you fucking like shit? Can you tell him that like I know you and such? Just be like, it's my friend Will's birthday. Can you? No, shit. No, it was worth a shot, Brett. We tried. Oh no, Brett. Oh, okay. I'm still in the game. All right, just tell him that your friend artist or Will, whatever one you prefer. His birthday's next month, and he just spent $55 on something he really shouldn't have spent $55 on. So if he just wants to, compensate that, or 200, 250, whatever you pick, dealer's choice. I'm 41, June 4th. Breaking my heart again. Don't go breaking my heart. My birthday is April 24th. Hey, notice how she shot you down, Brad. I'm still in the game. I still have a shot. So if your dad needs like my Cash App or PayPal or something, just let me know. And next week, Carmela theme song comes out next week. Oh, okay. I kind of prefer the old one. FABULOUSS, diamonds on my neck. Okay. I think right now, even though I don't listen to it on a constant basis, I think my favorite theme right now is Dexter Loomis. I think that's my favorite theme. Elvis or MJ? MJ. Yeah, there's another fucking Chris Benoit example right there. Michael Jackson. He fucking totally diddled some kids and shit, but his music's still banging. Elvis ate enough bacon to fucking kill a whole pig farm, but we still listen to him. Britney or Christina? Britney. Come on, man. Britney. Maybe one more time. 20th anniversary vinyl. His music isn't the only thing bang. Agreed, Britney. Love Britney. Oh, God, his stare. Holy shit. Yeah, I want the Oops, I Did It Again one too, but I don't use my record player that much. Actually, MJ wasn't found guilty. Oh, he wasn't found guilty, man, but oh boy. Watch Leaving Neverland on HBO Max. Watch that. He diddled them fuckers. I think, hope not. It was legal in that state. But if it was legal, then there's no issue. So why would you hope not? Yeah, I've heard about the Woody Allen one, but I have no interest in watching it. Gosh, if you have HBO Max or something, man, watch Leaving Neverland. That'll change your whole fucking opinion. I thought so too. I was like, yeah, he was found guilty. Fucking, he didn't do it. Watch that fucking documentary. It's a 6-hour fucking documentary, but that'll change your whole perspective. Oh, you did? You watched it, and I don't believe you don't believe their stories, dude. Like, how do you not believe? There's some talented fucking writers in the world. There's some talented fuckers out there, man. But to come up with the fucking stories they came up with, the details that they came up with, man. Well, how can I join your chat like Jax? That's through a service called StreamYard. So like when we do that, like I have to go through StreamYard, and then like I can give you a link. If you're like on, are you on Facebook or anything like that, Richard? Facebook, Instagram, something. Because like if we do that one night, then I can just give you the link, and then you click that. You click the link that I give you to join, and then like you can just join one night. But the thing is, like I have the free version of StreamYard, so they only give you like X amount of hours. I think mine's 20. And me and Jax have already burned up like fucking 7 hours of it this month. So like I messaged her tonight, and I was just like, I was like, you want to burn some of the hours up? She was just like, I'm out and about. I was like, okay, it's not that hard, you know. All I technically, I just need a way to send you the link, and then like you click it, and then it'll pretty much guide you the rest of the way. If Corey Feldman, who was touched by people, and if Macaulay Culkin came out and said it, I would believe it. But they both said he did nothing. Yeah, if it's money. Okay, okay, but here's the thing though, Josh. Let me put you in the situation here. Okay, you're Michael Jackson. Let's play with the idea that you are going to diddle somebody. Okay, who would you diddle? Would you diddle John Nobody, who you know has nothing to go home to? They probably have like some fucking suburbia home, fucking whatever. Are you gonna diddle fucking Corey Feldman, who at the time was probably one of the hottest fucking movie stars in Hollywood? Why would you diddle Corey Feldman, who could go out and be like, "Hey, everybody, Michael Jackson just fucking touched my dick," and then Michael Jackson like, "Oh shit, nah." You go with John fucking Nobody here, you know, famous kids. Because if I was going to prison, I would want to. He wears one glove and sings a song named "Beat It." How many more fucking clues do you need? Hmm. MJ was a weird guy that never did that. With the document. I thought the same thing. I was just like, you know what? He was acquitted and shit like that. He got acquitted and everything. I saw the documentary, man, and like, if it was just like, yeah, he did do it. Okay, fucking whatever. You guys are making up. But the story that they weave, the detail that they give, Oh my god! Like, listen. My point is that if the motherfucker diddled children, his music's still banging. Okay, that was the whole point I'm trying to give here. It's like going back to the Chris Benoit thing. If he murdered somebody, he's still a great wrestler. That's my point. Fuck. That's it. That's a strike for both of you. Fuck it. You both get one. Fuck it. Just because. Just because. Like Biden, I hate him, and he doesn't understand personal space, but he's not a toucher. Trump even admits to touching whomever. Yeah, grab him by the pussy. Oh, I met my wife. But you just said last night, Brett, that you lost your virginity last week. No, no, no. Don't encourage him. I say, both of you, get your shit and get out. Like, pack it all up. Like, pack it all in a backpack or something. Like, get your shit, like, to the shit store, the shit museum or something. Like, I don't care, but get your shit together and get it out. I'm going to bed, night all. Yeah, that's right. Take your ass to bed. The Velcro loving ass. Hitchcock or Kubrick. I think I've seen more films by Hitchcock, so I'll go with Hitchcock. I don't think I think I've only seen one movie by Kubrick, and I hated it, which was Eyes Wide Shut. I've only seen bits and pieces of The Shining. Um, Hitchcock, I've seen Psycho and Psycho and Psycho. Oh, and The Birds. Saw The Birds. The most boring fucking movie ever. Bon Jovi or Europe. Shot through the heart. Hey, you're too late. Um, Bon Jovi. Europe? Does Europe have more than one song? If there was a gun to my head to say name another song by Europe that's not the final countdown, you'd have to pull the trigger. I'm trying to think. Is there another song by Europe that I know? I don't. Prisoners in Paradise by Europe. Never heard of it. Same with like a 38 Special. You told me to name another song by 38 Special that wasn't Take Me to or Back to Paradise. Oh shit. Carrie. Europe. Like a lot of groups from like the 80s. I'm just like, if you told me to name another song by them, I couldn't do it. Flock of Seagulls, couldn't do it. Um, who had a hit with Limelight? Fuck, I feel like I should know that. Limelight. Insane Clown Posse? I don't know. They also did Tom Sawyer. Insane Clown Posse? I don't know. Rush, Insane Clown Posse, same thing. Sublime. Like Sublime. I think I only know one song by Sublime. Yeah, ICP is like my fucking I don't know go to answer. Like shit, you never know. Could be right. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1,000,000, but I'd spend it all if I. Okay. Hell, is that even Sublime? Do I even have the right band with that? I feel like that's wrong. Bullet for My Valentine or Slipknot. Neither. I don't really listen to either one of them. No, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's not true. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? If Bullet for My Valentine is who I think it is, and I think it's Bullet for My Valentine. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. Bullet for My Valentine. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. That song's hot. It's the only song I know by him, but it's hot. Oh no, that's not true. Tears Don't Fall Part 2, but I don't know that one as well. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Come just fall. Oh man, that song's hot. Song's hot. I'm like that meme where it's like they put a song and they put the black person with the music turned all the way up. That's me with that song. The Slipknot. I live in Iowa. You would think I would fucking listen to Slipknot. I don't, considering they're from fucking Iowa. Beach Boys or the Beatles? All the Beach Boys. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Yeah, get her out of my heart. Oh shit. Kokomo? Kokomo is my shit. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it. Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. In the Florida Keys, there's a place called Kokomo. Jaws or Titanic? Never watched Jaws all the way through, so Titanic. That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to get it out. Waterworld. Oh, fucking Waterworld. There was like a 4 hour fucking cut of that movie online I've been meaning to watch. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's like, nah, I don't know if it's 4 hours, but it's like 3+ hours long. Called the Ulysses cut. Fucking love Waterworld. Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 ba. Waterworld, dude. Waterworld for the win. Dude, when I was a kid, man, I used to have all the Waterworld figures. I still have some like in a box somewhere. I had all the Waterworld figures and shit. Waterworld is my favorite Jack Black movie. Oh yeah, Jack Black is in that for a couple minutes. I've been saving it for a special treat. Peeper, peeper. Oh. Beat Freddy or lose to Jason? What? What? No, beat Freddy then. If I lose to Jason, I'm dead. If I beat Freddy, he'll come back, but I'm going to win for now. Why do I hesitate? Oh, Jason kicks their ass. Now you got fucking Coke. Now you got Beach Boys in my head, man. Shit. I choose death. That's where we wanna go. Way down in cold. Bye 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 Baran. Bye 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 Baran. Oh, I can't get that high. Take my hand, bye Baran. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a rhythm, bye Baran, bye bye bye. Oh shit, that's hot. And can you believe like a song like that back in the '60s just got them so much fucking pussy? Can you believe that shit? Nowadays, you go singing that shit, and people, are, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here with that. But in the fucking '60s, man, shit, you go somewhere singing that shit, man, fuck, you're drowning in pussy. Especially if their name was Barbara. Oh shit. You roll up on Barbara singing Barbara Ann, shit. That doesn't get you laid. Fuck. Anything from Woodstock. Woodstock 60 or Woodstock 99? The first one, 60. 60 was the first one. Or 69. Sorry. I said 60, didn't I? Yeah, I meant 69. Sorry. Yeah, because 99 was the 30th anniversary of Woodstock. Yeah, that's right. 69. More interesting, Dahmer or Bundy docs? Dahmer. I saw this one called the Jeffrey Dahmer Files, and that was interesting as fuck. Bundy has some good ones too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been more like, huh, with Dahmer than I have with Bundy. Actually, I mean, I wouldn't say they're a serial killer per se, but believe it or not, the one that actually like intrigues me the most is a lady named Susan Smith. That story's always fucking intrigued me the most, just because of how fucking bizarre it is. If you don't know, Susan Smith is a lady who uh, she shows up and she claims that a black man has stolen her car with her kids in it, and so a manhunt, kid hunt, whatever, goes on for days trying to find her children. She's on the news. Her and her husband just, please help, or please help find her children, and blah blah. On the news, sob story, like, please help find her children for days, trying to find her children and shit. You know, but then like pieces of her story are starting not to add up. Like the description she gives of the person who stole her car is like very generic, you know, and people are just like, huh, this could really be anybody, you know. Um, And people are just like, what do you mean he just got out and took your car? And like one of the main, you'll hear it. If you look it up, you'll see jokes about it and shit. And it's just like, if somebody tried to rob, steal your car with your kids in, like, fuck, your bumper would be in your fucking hands. If my kid was in the car and you're gonna try and take me with my fucking kid in the car, I love my kid to death. She may not live with me, but I love that kid to death. You're gonna try and take my car and shit in there, man. Fuck, the goddamn bumper's gonna be in my hand. There's gonna be blood on my fingertips. Um, and then they finally found the car with the kids in it in a river. Come to find out, she went to a lake or a river, whatever, and she pushed a car into a river, drowned the kids. Came up with the whole story of somebody stealing the car. Went on the news. Please help find our kids. All the shit. Ended up killing her kids, drowning them. That story's always intrigued me. Yeah, definitely seen that. Yeah, it's an intriguing story. I think Steve Harvey is actually the one that made that joke. He does like a whole routine on it. If you look it up on YouTube, it's pretty funny. He does like a whole routine about this woman named Susan Smith. I have a book on it upstairs, actually. In fact, I have a great book. I think it's still down here, isn't it? Oh, where's my book at? Did I take it back upstairs? Huh? Where's my book at? Weird. Because I think in that book I have the. Have you seen the 2002 Bundy movie? No, no. Oh no, no, wait. I have seen that. It's been a long time, but I have seen it. It's been a long time since I watched it, though. You know, where the hell is that book at? I know I had it down here when we had the storm. Give me just a moment. Hold on. Really? The one time I get to read about a book, and I have the goddamn book with me. I didn't want to talk about the goddamn book. It'd be sitting right next to me. But because I want to talk about it, it's because I can't find it. There it is. I know I have a book somewhere. This book right here, Evil Women. Great fucking book. I don't read a lot of books. So if I say something's a great book, take that shit to the bank. Okay. Basically just like uh, you know, mini stories about like women killers and shit like that. And I believe the chapter I stopped on was Susan Smith. Yeah. Yeah, that was the chapter I stopped on right here. But yeah, pretty good book. You know, this was like my shitter read for a while. Um, before we had this big storm here last September. And this was like my shit to read. And then like when we had no power, I would come to the basement and read this instead. And then like for Christmas, I got a book on Columbine, the Columbine kids and shit. So like I'm actually reading that in the shitter now. So yeah, this is actually a really good book. There's a lot of nut jobs in here. You know, it has some of your classics: Susan Smith, Nanny Doss, Juanita Hoyt. Has some of your classics in there. Plus, it has some women in there I never heard of, but there's some equally disturbing women in here. Ruth Ellis. See who else is in here. Evelyn Dick. There's one woman in here. What was her name? Oh, fuck. What was her name, man? It was a kooky ass fucking story. No, no, I knew the name if I saw it. No, I can't remember. Yeah, Dorita Puente. Yeah, she was a kooky one. Betty Newmar. Sean Nelson. Who the fuck is that one? She had like one of them weird names, like a nickname. No, 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 no. Is it Rita Glusman? Oh, well. I'm gonna have to leave soon. Great stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here too. But yep. All right. For everybody else left, you know what's in the description to get your free 4-pack of Raise Energy. Use checkout code artist, get yourself free 4-pack or anything else. 15% off of repsports.com, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App down there as well. Also, 2 Amazon wish lists, one for random bullshit, one for some coloring books. I actually got some new coloring books coming, so hopefully that will spark some creativity in me and such. Or if you guys want to send something over to be unboxed, that would be awesome too. So, yep, until Sunday night. That's right, Sunday. I get 2 days off from you guys. Sunday night, I will see you guys then at around, I don't know what time. We'll find out. I'm the Artist Version 1. Be breezy.